Welcome back to episode 306 of the Bad Taste Video Podcast. I'm Mike. I'm one tooth lighter this week. I'm here with my man Grizz, and we're getting ready to get into some Brian Paulin high gore mixed with some throwback shot on video goodness. Let's hit that intro, man. Dude, they got a fucking horse for this one. That shows how serious they were.
That's how you start this. Yo, they got a fucking horse for this one, dude.
Like the first couple times I watched this, I was like, it didn't like really register with me. This one of Johnny Dickey's films, no, silhouetted animator. This is Brian Paulin. The genius behind At Dawn They Sleep and Cryptic Plasm. But yeah, like the first couple times I watched this, it like didn't really register with me. And then I'm like, holy shit, like they got a fucking horse for this. Like that's commitment.
I mean,
like,
someone could have a horse, bro. You know, people have horses.
Dude, I literally I live in the country and I don't feel like I could just go like, yeah, let me get a horse to bring to this fucking park to shoot at night.
I could get you a horse tomorrow where you live. That's not even like a problem. Are you kidding me? Come on.
What other movie have we seen where they did this though?
Who else has horses, bro?
Exactly. Don't they live in like Massachusetts, shit. Like or Rhode Island or something? I think Rhode Island because
it's like Horse Central out in Rhode Island, dude.
Yeah, maybe in 1777, fucking.
Paul Revere had a horse.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did, Chris. Very good. Yeah. I'm gonna pin that on the refrigerator for you.
Yes,
but this week we're covering Morbid Tales from 2020, written and directed by Brian Paulin. He also did At Dawn They Sleep, Fetus, Septic, Cryptic Plasm. All these movies are fucking crazy. They sound nuts. They are nuts. We will do more of these in the future, but this is very interesting.
The name of this one just makes me think of fucking the like 1989 Celtic Frost fucking album with the same name, dude. It shit fucking rules. First wave black metal. That's what I'm all about, dude.
Dude, if you go to the Morbid Vision fucking website, he has like a section where it's like inspiration and like bands I like, and it's all black metal shit, like death metal bands and stuff.
Fucking sense.
Dude, Brian Paulin is
his
awesome.
Soundtracks are fucking awesome. Always.
Yeah. And his scores are great too, and he does them too. I think he does them himself. Like I think he's the man behind all this shit. He's like a New English Polonia.
New English?
Yeah, he's from New England, man. He's from Rhode Island, I think. That's
New English.
New English. I don't know.
New Englander?
New Englander? I don't give a shit. Whatever. But Morbid Tales it's a collection of 3 early shorts that were shot in I think 1990 and 1991. It's like the earliest, I guess, works of the Morbid Vision crew, which just like the Polonia Brothers movies and all that, like you see throughout the films that there's certain people that always are just involved, always star in the movies, familiar faces, I guess you could say. There's 3 shorts: Final Scream from 1990, Sacrificial Birth from 1990, and The Shifters from 1991. So they're very early. You could tell that they're very, very early. I'm not gonna lie to anybody here. Like, this isn't gonna be
okay. I mean, we got, our homie Brendan Timmons here. Thanks for coming through tonight, dude. And you're saying this is the Brian Paulin Fan Club podcast. I'm gonna have to put the brakes on that a little bit. Not the biggest fan of this one. I think that these probably could have been left gone to history, in my personal opinion. There is amazing things about this movie, but they're all new. I think that this one might have been pulling a little bit of teeth to put something together.
Whoa. Triggering, man.
I know. I'm a big, don't get me wrong. I appreciate Brian's work, and I'm usually fucking, I'm right there with it. This one was a little bit of a letdown for me. Maybe it's because I put so much into like what I expect from his work, and I really haven't seen too much of his like very early stuff. Like, most of the stuff that we really got into is late 90s.
Yeah, so this is like the earliest. This is before, like, there's a couple other like earlier films that he did that are extremely gory and everything that I'll show them to you. Like, you will like those, guaranteed. This one you could tell is just where they're starting to get their, I guess, like, they're just things. Yeah, they're just out of high school apparently. I don't even know if they own their own camera yet. Like, they might have been borrowing it.
I'll say this, man, that like. Some of the stuff, like maybe the first story for sure, reminds me a lot of like very early Todd Sheets stuff around the same time period.
Yes.
Very, a good understanding of what is gory and looks good, not a great understanding of lighting and framing of scenes and stuff like that. But you see him develop that obviously fucking later on and shit. But that was the first thing that came to mind was like, man, this is so reminiscent of like that same like early 90s, like 91 Todd Sheets stuff that we've seen.
Yeah, and you could definitely see the difference in this because the wraparound is new. It was filmed recently.
This fucking movie.
I will agree. I will agree.
Great.
The wraparound is the whole reason to watch this. I love the acting of the dude that plays like, I guess, the devil.
Satan?
Yeah, I guess he's supposed to be Satan. I love that guy. I love Brian Paulin.
He's like the Guy Fieri of fucking Satans, dude. He's very spicy.
He's like
a Cajun devil, dude. He's cool.
Actually, we have a clip, one of the wraparound clips. We can't show you all of them because there's a lot of them.
No, but this is a good one. You get an idea what's up.
Yeah, let's.
Wait. I want to go next. I have a good one.
So this guy here with the hat on. Well, they all have hats on, actually. But Brian Paulin.
Okay, Mr. Warner.
Hold on.
Not the order I wanted the stories to go in.
Dude, this guy's a devil. It's hilarious.
I'll let you go next.
He's got like moths on his hat.
My story is about a family of shapeshifters trying to survive in modern day society.
And there we go. There's Brian in all of his glory.
Yeah, dude, look at this.
How do you feel about him always being in the movies? Do you like that, or are you like, is it kind of weird?
I love it, man. I absolutely love him being in the movies. I think he is usually one of the best parts of the films, to be honest.
I gotta say, with him, I will agree that he has that Polonia effect where like he's actually really good on camera and like he has a good understanding of like how to make the scenes that he wants better. All the scenes that like you see Brian die in all of his movies are fucking awesome. They're like some of the coolest fucking deaths that he's ever filmed, or is his own deaths.
Yeah, and I feel like the three guys that they have playing are, well, victims eventually, but I think it's a good mixture of like the personalities, and the dudes who play them are, all regulars of the Brian Paulin films. But let's get into some of the individual stories, right? The first one we have
number one.
Yeah,
this is definitely, I think, the weakest. Obviously, that's why they put it first because there's not much of a story here. Really, this is pretty much a quick in and out of some scenes that they shot, kind of.
Yeah, why don't you give a little synopsis of the first story? Can you?
Synopsis.
Well, there is a slight synopsis here.
Demon is like taking this woman's soul or something, basically, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like she summoned this demon or something at some point, and she left the circle of protection, and now this demon is going to harm her in ways that she may not enjoy. So basically, he ends up summoning.
Yeah, that's good.
He ends up summoning a demon through this woman's back. Right, like it's pretty gruesome, but you can't really see anything.
Yeah, this is what I mean by this. This first one's very early Todd Sheet stuff, where cool shit's happening, you just can't see half of it.
Yeah, so here's the clip that we have. It's you could definitely see where Brian Paulin is going to go. You see like little,
snippets.
Yeah, the snippets of future Paulin. So this guy looks like the Todd Sheets goblin.
Very much so.
See, is that supposed to be her back or her stomach?
I thought, you know what? I originally thought it was her back, but looking at it now, I think it's her stomach.
Yeah. And he like rips her because I think he like rips her stomach and then like the ribs open or something. And this little like demon guy ends up popping out eventually, but you can't really see it. That's the problem. It's too dark. Right? It's a little too dark, but you get the idea. Now, like Grizz said, the strongest part of this film is the wraparound story. That is the main attraction, I would say, out of everything, right?
Yeah. I can give you a good synopsis of that if you want. Like, this is a cool thing, I think, in my opinion. This is a good way to have this wraparound where we have these... We really haven't even told, like, the whole gist of that. So basically, we have these three guys who have been summoned by the devil to meet with him, and basically the devil has done each of them a favor, and in return for whatever favor he's done for them, now he needs to be entertained whenever he calls upon them. And in tonight's calling, he wants to be told a story. So each of these fucking guys have to tell the devil a different story to entertain him.
A morbid
and if he's entertained, a morbid tale, exactly. And if it's morbid and taily enough, then the fucking devil will let them go and say, okay, you can continue on with whatever, hellish.
You get another 20 years
I've done for you.
You get another 20 years.
So the first guy here that we just saw his story, he was like a real estate guy, and the devil like fucking hooked him up, and he's got like a big booming business. That's kind of like what I took away from it, right?
That's the dude wearing like the fucking fancy hat, riding in on a horse.
He had the horse. So you know what fucking Mike's thinking about it.
Yeah, my man.
Richie Rich.
My man. Now the second story is this was Brian Paulin's story. It's about a shape-shifting family, right? And the one is the daughter is sick of following the ways of the old ones, aka don't kill innocent people, only kill people who are murderers and shit like that.
Well, it's because like you don't want to be like, dude, if you're gonna be shipped in and shaping, like you gotta fucking be low key. You can't be just out there murdering people and shit like that. Like it's. I understand the rules. You're in a secret society of sorts of mutants, then you want to fucking keep the fucking lid on, dude. You don't want people finding out about this shit.
Exactly. And this girl ends up killing an innocent person because she did she say she was going after one of their dogs, and he came out with like a gun. He had like a shotgun, and like attacked her. So she killed him.
What I had to do.
Hey man, the dad though has like an insane New England accent. Did you notice that? Like holy fuck! Like it's. I guess I think they're Rhode Island, but like it sounds straight out of fucking Boston. Like, dude, I keep touching my fucking mouth. I'm like, this is the first. So I guess I should
explain it to people what's going on.
Yeah, if you see me like moving my fucking my headphones and stuff. So Tuesday night after we record this, I'm having a snack after we're watching TV and everything. All of a sudden,
brittle or something. What the fuck?
Nope. I was eating a Funyun, bro. I had Funyuns.
Oh damn! A Funyun did this. That motherfucker.
A Funyun done me. A Funyun Dunyon. There it is.
There it is. Nice.
So I end up cracking a molar pretty bad, where like the filling came out and everything, and it turned out I had to have it pulled. So Wednesday I go, and they're like, sorry, like we can't take. They have like an emergency, like where you can like kind of just wait. So like Wednesday, I go, like, I can't fit you in. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, Thursday, I'm gonna go. All right, Thursday I go. They're like, we can't fit you in, but you could come back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. and like we'll take care of you. I'm like, all right, perfect. So like I go in and everything, and dude, like I got the nitrous oxide and everything.
Oh yeah, you got to.
I was getting pumped up, dude. They start fucking pulling the tooth. I could feel it still. I'm like, Come in, they inject me again. Dude, when I say like I couldn't feel my mouth for fucking 9 hours, I was completely numb. But I've been really like taking care of everything, eating fucking mashed potatoes, eating Jello, pudding, and all that stuff. And like once in a while, like I've been like pretty good. It feels pretty all right. But like once in a while, I just get like a shot of like just like a sensitivity.
Chill down your back.
Yeah, well, chill in my fucking mouth, like going to my brain. So like once in a while, like as we're recording, like I'm adjusting my headphone. I think I fixed it. I think it was like the headphone was putting pressure on my fucking jaw and everything. But if you hear me moving, that's what it is.
Yeah. You ever been like taking a piss and like you get like a fucking electric jolt down your spine out of fucking nowhere?
Oh yeah,
that fucking
man.
happened to you?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that, dude?
Piss lightning, bro. That's piss lightning.
It's like that's the best name for it I've ever fucking heard, dude. Holy shit! I didn't know if I was the only one that experienced piss lightning, but I'm glad that I'm not, because I feel like something was wrong with me.
No, dude. Funny story. Once
it's crazy feeling.
Once I took a piss and it was such a good piss, I passed out and I put a hole in the wall.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was the lightning.
I've had
piss
lightning so bad that it made me fucking piss all over the place before.
Oh,
dude. Like,
we got somebody says it's a piss shiver.
Yeah, that's what I've always called it, dude. Is the fucking piss shiver. But I fucking piss lightning is like fucking creme de la creme when it comes to the name of that, dude. That's
like grease,
the best.
Like grease lightning, piss lightning.
Piss lightning, dude.
There we go,
get
man.
that fucking tattooed across my stomach.
My man. So the second story with the shapeshifters, we see this girl transform, but first her like, let's show you the transformation, because it's actually pretty interesting, because it's early 90s like camera editing tricks.
This cut is it's decent for what it
pretty
is.
Endearing.
The quality of this being made, it's okay, man.
I would call it endearing. I would call this endearing.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go.
So she's like shivering. She's doing fake shivering.
Not fish shivering, just normal shivering.
And there it is, just the jump cut.
It works though, dude, right?
To her now like shape-shifted demon face. Which, like, her friend, like, poisoned her, but not really. I guess it, like, unleashed her.
Shifted shape.
Yeah, like, right? Like, I guess, like, it like, unlocked her, like, her more powerful side. I don't know. But that, like, transformation was weird, because she starts fucking, like, falling apart. Right? Like, melting. What the hell was up with that?
Yeah, like, I don't know, but, like... the story is fucking loose at best. I mean, it's really just like a one scene, not like one scene, but like a one set, just this house kind of fucking thing that we get of this whole thing. There's really not, too much to it, but I will say that the special effects are fucking awesome, man. Like everything about the second story for like what's actually here is a lot of effect work. And it does give you like an appreciation for like, damn, Brian's effects now, I think are, bar none, probably the best practical effects being done in modern horror. I legitimately think that he has a different understanding of what's like really gory and unique and beyond like just like your typical fucking gore. Like Brian's able to take us to places in like my mind that I've never been able to go. Like the things that he creates are fucking magical. But you get an understanding of like, damn, this dude had these effects like understood real early on, in his like movie making, you know, career. Even like the simple sword stabbing thing that we're about to see next, like, you know, the dad's all pissed off at the rebel daughter, and you know he's gonna take him into his own hands to make sure that the colony of shapeshifters is not revealed by his own daughter here. Pretty brutal. His
like
face when he's all shifted.
Almost looks like the ozone monster or the predator.
Great mask. That was a little like Predator. He's got the fucking sword. Machete and shit.
The mom sticks her though instead. I like that where you see the blade going out even more with the close up. You don't see that very often, right? Usually it's a stagnant blade in the torso or whatever.
100%.
I think that was.
I like the
awesome.
back shot a lot, dude.
Yeah, and then
where it really comes together for this second story is, you know, after the stabbing, it's really like an ultimate melt scene. And I love how, you know, Brian's new stuff really takes melting to a new level. But even here with this girl's face melting off, this was fucking awesome, dude. For the year this was made, I think this is probably some of the better effects and shot on video horror, honestly.
Yeah, so you start with the goo coming out of her mouth.
Always started.
And then her face. So this is like really early stuff, and like you're getting the green shit coming out.
Dude, just to have like the ability to like he's making a prosthetic that fucking legitimately like, you know, pumps blood and shit out, like that's fucking awesome.
She's like pulling at her
face. Like you see like the legitimate pumping, like it's not like, oh, it happens once. Like they're fucking actively like pushing more shit through the entire time, and it looks awesome. And this scene goes on for a while too. And
there's different color too, right? There's like different color liquids coming out and shit. Like Brian was always very, very gifted. I would say that this was. I think I like this one the least when it comes to story and everything. I like the
really. I mean,
like
there's
the
not
first,
really much to the first story,
but I like the idea of it, where you were fucking around with like spells and shit, and you stepped out of the circle
and it
bit you in the ass. Like I like that, and it's like, you know, it has the monster and everything. Like the
that's
demon
kind of
creature.
a similar vibe to all of the stories here, where it's like people meeting their own demise through their own like actions and shit like that. You know, like. You know, everyone's basically, it's like a victim of consequences.
That's true.
For each one of these stories.
Because this one too, you know, the girl doesn't want to follow the rules, and she has to pay for it with her life. So now we go to the third story, which is about a guy who is basically having a nightmare. Right? Is that what this is?
That's kind of what I took away from it at the end. There's this, like, I don't know if everybody's ever like familiar with this idea of like, if you meet yourself, it's basically like meeting the Grim Reaper. It's like basically like a sign that like you're about to die. Like if you meet your doppelganger, like it's like this thing that like you never want to fucking like, if you ever like see yourself somewhere, just get the fuck away from yourself. Like
I didn't know that.
It's like this thing of like never meeting yourself or something. I don't know if it's like fucking legitimate, but there's like this whole doppelganger theory out there and shit like that. I do believe that there's like probably only a certain amount of like, for lack of a better word, like people molds, man. Like I feel like there's only certain like number of like looking people, and then like everyone just starts kind of like having similar traits. Like there's so many fucking people that fucking like, you go to a metal show, you're gonna see a million dudes that fucking look like me at those fucking shows and shit.
I semi agree with that, but then you also have to think about like for each like 0.25% of body fat, like you look.
There's variances,
you know?
Of course, 100%, yeah.
But I agree, like there's only like a certain amount. But I like how you see his evil counterpart in the beginning of his nightmare sequence,
because his nightmare is going through the woods. That's basically like the whole thing. He's like trampling through these woods, and like, you know, he meets his like demon doppelganger, who's like, that would be fucking terrifying. That's like a concept we see. Doesn't like the last one we just watched of Brian Pollan's. What was that one?
Cryptic Plasm. Yeah, there's
yeah,
the whole thing of like the
evil
alternate dimension.
doppelganger in that movie too. Yeah, dude, it's fucking cool.
We cannot occupy the same space, and it like
yeah,
starts
that whole fucking story is based on that. Yeah, that's cool as fuck, man.
But this is where he encounters his evil doppelganger, and he pulls out his own tongue. Right? Isn't that what he does?
Yeah.
Very Todd Sheets looking.
Oh, this one too, for sure.
Kiss makeup on, maybe?
It does look like Kiss makeup now that I'm looking at
Paul Stanley, maybe?
Yeah, it does look like Paul Stanley. Good call.
But he pulls his tongue out, which is pretty awesome. And throws it at him, hits him in the chin. It's like, fuck you. I like this, so you can see like all the fucking tape degradation.
The original static and shit.
Yeah, that shit rules. But he goes through the woods and he keeps finding like horrendous shit. He keeps seeing terrible things. I take this as it's almost like hell also, right? Like he's kind of
I kind of got that vibe too, that like this dude, that was a debate that I was having. Is he dreaming, or is he like, are we having his like afterlife vision?
Yeah.
And then, we'll see him at the end or whatever.
Yeah, which the end kind of can still go either way.
Oh, I agree. We could legitimately just be like visions of his afterlife, like going through like, the stages of hell that he has to deal with and stuff.
Yeah.
But that'd be so cool if hell was like a fucking woods that you had to like fucking navigate.
That'd
and
be
like
horrendous, man. Fuck that.
Oh, yeah. That was fucking cool.
We get some blood rain, right? Raining blood in this fucking movie.
Slayer treatment.
Yeah, fuck yeah, let's roll that one. He's wearing the white shirt too, which is awesome. Look at this. He's just getting blood dumped on him from. He's got a body strung up in the tree, right? Hanging upside down like Predator 2. Look at that shit.
This is great for what it is.
This is awesome. Dude, the sound design is fucking nuts. Right? Like the whole thing, like it's such an evil sound design. It's really, he really does have a unique thing going on for him. All right? Like,
yeah, no, especially for this time period. I was wondering if like the sound design was the same sound design from the original that he shot, or if they went back and like added stuff into it or not. I wasn't sure if like.
Yeah, I wonder if there's like I would guess that this is original sound, that this shit is already all done
for sure.
Yeah, but he goes through this whole gamut through the woods, and we see that it's all for nothing, right, Grizz? Because he did not make it. I take it almost like he was either already dead or scared to death, maybe.
I like that. Scared to death is a good call. I didn't know if it was like one of those like, you die in your dream, you die in real life thing. Also, what I wasn't sure, this kind of goes back to the hell concept that you're bringing up. Because the person that you're about to see that like finds him in his bedroom and shit, the reaction, I didn't know if this was like a suicide. And then like what we were seeing was like him in hell based on like taking his own life and stuff like that, or if like this was just like he died in the dream, so he was dead.
Oh yeah, because like you see him like manhandling a girl for a second, right? Like pushing her on the bed. Yeah. So, and also like let's roll this. This is like fucking crazy. Looks like his mouth is being ripped apart by like trees.
Brown Knight fucking poster on the door.
Yeah. So he's like laying there with blood and shit coming out of his mouth, but it looked like there's something on the ground. Like it looks like there's pill
That's what
bottles.
I was trying to see too. So I was like, did he fucking eat something that like fucking he like overdosed on?
Here? Like that shit?
Yeah. That's what I was. So I was like, oh, did he overdose and die? And like that we were seeing like, fucking him dead and shit. So I don't know. Cool. I actually like that more now that like it has that open-endedness that we can kind of like interpret on our own to kind of like figure out exactly what the fuck he was trying to get at. Because I like the concept of like the whole like, seeing his afterlife and like, instead of it just being a dream. It's way cooler if he's actually in fucking hell, and that's the depiction of it.
So that is the end of the original, early 90s.
So now it gets fucking good, guys.
Now it gets good.
Buckle the fuck up, man.
Our devil character was not impressed by.
And of course he wasn't. Why would he be?
Yeah, he was not impressed at all. And unfortunately for our 3 travelers, they have to pay the ultimate price. And with that, Brian Paulin is the first one to go. As per usual, he sacrifices himself for the greater good, aka he gets ripped apart by some sort of otherworldly creature. So let's
like
roll
a
this.
tree or a shrub monster that fucking
like the woods are alive, very Evil Deadish.
Yeah, because they're in the woods, and that plays a good role in all of these. That's actually cool. This is fucking awesome.
Come on, hold on. Look at that shit. It's like a stick is pulling through his neck. Oh my god. It's like a branch going through his
Brian's
body.
reactions are great, dude.
Yeah, look at that.
This looks awesome. I was like, dude, I see how they did it with like a piece of like rubber material or something. It looks so fucking great.
His ribs breaking through. Oh my god, there's so much fucking shit going on right now, people. There's blood going everywhere. Yeah, holy shit. If you're listening to this in the podcast, version, definitely go to our YouTube channel. Yeah, this shit is wild. The second guy is the real estate agent dude wearing the hat that I guess if you were a dandy in the late 1800s you'd be wearing. I don't know, but let's see what is in store for this guy. One of the creatures from Doom comes alive, the Fire Skull, and attacks him in a horrible way, which I absolutely love this guy's death because the devil dude summons like 2 ghosts, and it looks like it's the fucking Haunted Mansion ghost. Like, it's awesome looking, dude.
It kind of reminded me of like Sleepy Hollow also, like the flaming fucking that we were about to see.
Yeah, like this effect was awesome. Bites the guy's eyeball and face apart. He's bleeding, gushing blood, spitting up blood. He's like melting too.
Oh, how disappears into the ether. Yeah, look at that hanging off his face. Look
at that, very fulgy like.
Oh,
baby. Ooh, baby. Look at that shit. God damn. And he has an awesome ending. The branches shoot out of his stomach and like wrap around the rafter of the building, and it starts pulling him off the ground. It's awesome. It looks so fucking brutal. I love that one. And of course, the best one.
This one is nuts. I would never thought I would ever see like. So okay, we didn't really talk about the third guy's story, like why he was like there, seeing the devil. Like we said, the real estate guy was him. I forget what his deal was, but this third guy, his mom was sick, and he made a deal with the devil to swap places and take his mom's sickness. But for his death, we now see the corpse of his mother, like fall out of the fucking sky or some shit. And then it like transforms into this like fucking tree demon that's wearing his mother's face. And like it comes apart from like the crotch, just like rips apart and like organs falling out. Dude, this is one of the gnarliest. We only got a part of it obviously here. But this is one of the gnarliest fucking things I've ever seen, man.
The guy's like looking in shock. The giant fucking tree creature. It's like a Wendigo looking thing.
Did the mom's face at the fucking top that it's like wearing and shit.
Yeah, it's like sticking out. Just a mass of wooden guts.
Oh, the face is fucking awesome, dude. I love that.
And the thing like shoots the mom's face onto his face, and it starts melting him, and it like melts onto his face. and he becomes the lackey of the devil, right? Like his assistant. And you see him you see them getting like two little girls to sign like the contract, and they're like, "This will save our mommy." And he's like,
Sure
"Yes,
will."
yeah." And that's where you get a good shot of like the devil creature. Like it almost looks like the fucking legend devil, but like in black.
with fucking Tom Cruise or whatever, the fucking
the Tim Curry one, right?
Fucking
Wasn't that Tim Curry wearing that shit?
Yeah, Tim Curry was the devil in that movie for sure. I thought Tom Cruise was in it. Maybe
I have no fucking clue, man. But this movie's wraparound is fucking awesome. That's why, like, I don't think I lost you with the unknown Brian Paulin movies to you.
No.
I thought this was a good, like, just you could see like the early shit. You get a couple. It's like a loose anthology. I do have the other movies. We will cover some of them. They're more, I guess you could say, like standard films, standard Brian Paulin affairs. But I did like this one. Buy the DVD on eBay. You can buy it from him. There's a Morbid Vision eBay store and everything. I think Morbid Vision definitely has a website still that you can go to. And I believe there's a store and everything, but you will not find this to stream, I don't believe. So please just go support Brian so he can make more shit. He's still active. He's still making all sorts of stuff. I do like
too, man. His core is the fucking best, man.
Dude, I just like the fact that he does all like the Lovecraftian type horror, like the otherworldly shit, like, you know, just it's such a cool
It's
space.
not simple horror, dude. I think that's the problem with a lot of things now. It's just catch-all fucking simple horror bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
And like Brian definitely makes you think with some of his stuff. Like that Cryptic Plaza movie is like, you gotta think about what the fuck's going on in that movie, man. And like it's got weird, complex fucking stories that are like woven together and like all about like you just said, like this Lovecraftian fucking based, you know, context, dude. It's weird shit, man, and it just kind of makes it for it to be interesting. It's not like the same old shit we're always seeing.
And we still have to watch Septic. We have to watch Fetus. We got Blood Pigs.
Septic, I like the name of that one. I'd fucking watch that for sure.
Fetus was the one that there was a trailer for before the
Fetus
movie.
Deletus. Oh yeah.
The Japanese trailer that was for Fetus. That's a crazy fucking movie. There's a whole bunch of other ones that we eventually will get to. He's a Hall of Famer in my book for sure. And you know, people really only know At Dawn They Sleep too, which is fucking crazy because
I was gonna say, I mean, honestly,
ones.
just for At Dawn They Sleep, he's a fucking Hall of Famer. I mean, to me, that's like a notch below Darkness. In my like Hall of Fame rankings, it would probably go Darkness, and then At Dawn They Sleep would be the number 2 slot in my true Hall of Fame for this show, man. So he's fucking, you know, royalty around here.
Brendan Timmons says, I'm excited for his new one, Abysmal Purgatory. See, like he has all these.
They all just have great names, dude. They just sound like either death metal or black metal bands and shit, dude.
Dude's fucking awesome. But speaking of metal, it is time. Now, if you remember correctly, 2 weeks ago, we both stated that like we're gonna try to make slam songs. It's possible. I said I could do a Fast and the Furious theme slam song.
Yes.
And I did. I completed it. A complete song. You will hear it. You will hear it. Grizz decided, I will not make you take this burden on alone. I too will theme a slam band. And Grizz, why don't you explain yours? Because
well, in the conversation, I believe we landed on a concept that would be funny, being if I did a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids theme slam, song, which I did do. I have made one. I enjoyed it so much that I'm going to try to put together like an EP, like 3 or 4 songs maybe, because it's ridiculous. I've had the most fun making a song in a long time doing this, and I will say it's probably not slam. I think we came close, to making some slam tracks. I think our true colors show through a little bit in our individual tracks. I think, but I think we did a fucking pretty good job for 2 weeks, man. I'm pretty impressed with both of us.
Yeah, Grizz. I'm gonna roll yours first because my cover might offend some people. So,
Grizz, I personally really.
Grizz, did you name this song? Give me the band title. I need the band title and the song name.
So the name of my Honey I Shrunk the Kids band is called Zelensky, and the name of the track is called Air Hammer Mutilation.
Okay, and we're gonna roll the whole thing. You guys are gonna hear both songs in completion.
2 minutes.
Yeah, they're both. Yeah, they're 2 minutes long each, so this is pretty
sit
easy.
Here like a goober.
Sorry.
Oh yeah. We both have album artwork.
It's okay. The machine shrunk our kids. You're the one who needs to shrink, Zelensky. You are a nutcase, and I'll tell you something. I have got an air hammer in my attic, and if you did do something to my kids, there's gonna be pieces of you all over the neighborhood.
Just like my cover.
Are you okay with the volume, my man? This is fine.
Got it going, dude.
This album artwork is something else.
I had so much fun making that. Shit. Get the fuck in the pit.
The promethazine. Wow, I'm impressed. I'll wait till after.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Ending rules. Oh, fucking saying that.
See, how do you not like Slayer? You literally write Slayer reps, dude.
I know I do. I always do.
Stop playing the game. Or do they call that cap? It's all cap, bro.
Yeah, quit capping, bro.
I'm
Fucking
impressed, man. So now here,
Zelensky.
let me say this: that Grizz had to learn how to sing in the slam slam style in 2 weeks, and really it was less than 2 weeks. You did it pretty quickly. You figured it out. I don't know how. You're gonna have to show me. I have,
dude. It sucks. I can tell you that much.
It hurts. It hurts.
Yeah. It hurts a little bit, yeah, for sure.
I'm incredibly impressed. The chat is also incredibly impressed. Your production value is sick. Now here's the thing we want to hear from you. Does it slam? Does it slam?
It's slam.
No, not is it. Does it? Come on, bro.
Does it? Yeah.
Does it slam?
I gotta get the lingo right. I get my basketball shorts on. Hold on.
Okay. Now it is my turn. I said I was going to make a Fast and the Furious slam theme song. Now, here's the caveat. I could not sing on this because of my tooth being pulled.
Unforeseen circumstance that we ran into.
So
fucking Funyuns.
I had to recruit a legend of a different genre to do my vocals. I don't know if he wants to be credited in this, so I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because I don't want people saying anything. But this is my thing called R30. My band name R34.
Grizz Topsy.
Grizz Topsy. Oh, holy shit!
That's
All
my
right.
favorite thing ever, dude. Good call,
All right.
brother.
So my band name is R34. My song is entitled "Parts from Japan."
I fucking
Brian
love
Earl
the name,
Stromer.
dude.
Sounds like a serial killer name. Is that what you are?
No, man.
Don't come around here again.
Hey, man, you know this is bullshit.
You work for Harry, right?
I play
Yeah,
Mesh
just started.
Short Slam.
You were just fired.
Just by the way.
That squealing you do, yeah, that gets me.
You like that? Just drop G.
That's some caveman shit.
A 2-minute slam.
He fucking killed the movement on this dude.
I just picture Will Romer playing this though. That's my problem.
That's my favorite riff.
That's
That's fucking that tremor you get sing.
Couldn't help myself.
This is why you're too crying. You got that fucking. You figured out the slam squeal perfect. That's like the key ingredient that I'm missing in my. Is that fucking pinch squeal that you fucking nailed?
Dude, that's like the squeal on like the G sharp, the low G sharp.
Dude,
Super
it
low.
works so well, dude. So
Slam
well.
worldwide. Yeah, release the split, get on each other's tracks. Yeah, so that's going to be the next one. Now we got to do like the.
Well, that's the question now. Is do you guys think that me and Mike should fucking combine forces and try to do a legitimate fucking release of this kind of a genre? I think that. Now, I don't know if we would go slam.
I think I could do a full release of Brutal Death.
Brutal Death. Okay, yeah.
I think we could do
I
that.
can see that too.
The
So for me, it's so funny because like in your track, I hear old school death metal and brutal death throughout. I hear that influence so heavy. And then like our friend pointed out, when you're listening to mine, like you can hear the fucking the black metal influence and the fucking hook driven death metal influence. That like I'm a sucker for fucking hook driven death metal. That's very apparent in my fucking song. You know, you are a fucking brutal death fucking guy.
Dude,
It's so apparent in your
wearing,
song, dude.
I'm wearing a mortician shirt
There
right
it is.
now.
Appropriate, you know. I have a meat shits shirt on.
Very
That's
close.
not
Look at that. Yeah, very
it's
close.
Very appropriate.
Now, but here, so me and Grizz probably will end up doing some sort of EP together. Now we like kind of got our
we've
shit
been
back
talking
together.
about
We pulled ourselves out of the seasonal depression pit, and we're ready to like get back on the fucking horse. But we kind of had fun making a song, you know, for
Just on a, yeah.
like a genre we don't normally do.
It was
And-
fun, dude. I had a
and we-
lot of fun doing it.
And we think we will do this again. I said next
Yeah.
time we should try to do country songs because I've never
Oh
written
my
a country
God,
song in
dude.
my life.
I have never even attempted, dude.
but we have to wait till we have like a movie that I
it
guess
has to
would
make sense.
yeah. So because this is it takes a little bit of work for us to do this to make it sound like pretty okay. You know, it's not really something. It's unsustainable to do one a week. I tried it with the meat
Oh
grinder.
my God.
It's
Dude,
not.
Yeah. I was trying to do that with all the promo stuff early on that I was making, like coming up with tracks for each fucking movie, and it's It's so much work, man. It's fun, but it's not sustainable at
It's
all.
impossible. It's impossible.
I'm
But,
glad we gave ourselves 2 weeks for this. Honestly, 1 week would have been a fucking nightmare.
yeah, we will do it again though. We had a lot of fun. Plus, it got me back into fucking recording and doing all that shit. I had to fucking wire my bass again. I forgot that. I forgot my bass was all fucked up, so I had it completely ripped apart. And I'm like, oh fuck, I have no bass. So I just ended up wiring like a volume knob straight to the output, and that's it. And then just
baby.
yeah, that's
Let
it.
it
Just
rip.
let it rip. Yeah, one day I got to show you what my like fucking straight bass sound is. I like got the Mortician bass tone.
Chainsaw.
Yeah, no, I got it. Which one of you did the intro song for the show? That's
Methadone Abortion Clinic.
Yeah,
That's
actually,
an actual band.
yeah, a member of that band did my vocals. How about that?
Yeah,
Not the vocalist of the band.
No.
No, but somebody from that band. That's all I'll say. But I did have a lot of fun doing it. I think we were both very successful, and we did prove that you can make a slam band out of anything. Right?
Yeah, dude. I think just like the theme and everything, it just made it so much fun to like really hone in and made me really want to watch fucking Honey, I Shrunk the Kids again. I do have a second track, so if you're interested, hit me up. I'll be happy to show it to you.
Second,
if I can
track.
get one more done,
Okay,
I will put it up on Bandcamp
Okay,
as like
wait.
a fucking EP.
I will try. I know I just said whatever. I said whatever. It's hard. I will try to do a Too Fast, Too Furious
Oh,
track for next week.
yes.
I'll do it for next
Yes,
week.
dude.
Or do I want to do Tokyo Drift?
I mean, I think all
Too Fast,
options
Too
are on the
Fast,
table.
Too Fast. I'm doing
Okay.
Too Fast, Too Furious. Yeah. I'm going to do a Too Fast, Too Furious song for next week, and we'll hear your second Zelensky track. I feel like that'll be fun, and maybe we'll put them together. Maybe that'll be we'll put them on iTunes.
There we
But
go. Do a split.
along with our other, I guess this is like a new thing that we do. We got to think of a name for this. It's like not the wide world of metal.
yeah.
This is like
No, that's different. This is like fucking a duel of sorts.
yeah,
So
like
fucking,
metal to metal, touching tips.
Sounds homoerotic, and I like it.
That's
Just
fine with
fucking
me.
call it that.
Don't bother me. We got to think of a name for this. Maybe that's another thing. We have to think of a name for this for next week too. But we will do another dueling themed slam songs for next week.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe I will be able to actually do my vocals. We'll see.
I love it, dude. Because I heard your meat grinder vocals and they fucking ruled.
You're gonna have to explain to me how to do this.
It's a lot of like this face, like fucking. Yeah, as long as you're making that with your lips and gurgling a lot, you're fucking. You immediately get fucking dry socket.
Yeah. Fuck that.
That's what causes it after all this time.
Oh no, I may have to pull one more favor. But next week, movie wise, at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/bad taste video podcast. I can't say it. My mouth is still a little swollen. We're gonna be watching Satan Place, a soap opera from hell. This is I've never seen this before. I've heard of it. I've seen the tape around. Apparently it is in another anthology. I am totally fine with that. You said it almost is like a soap opera. Reminded you of Satan's Storybook a little bit?
Yeah, it has like a Satan Storybook vibe. It also is definitely like reminds me of like that like late 80s, 90s Bold and the Beautiful kind of like acting. But obviously with like a very, fucked up story. It's going to be a fun ride. I think you guys are going to like this one.
Dude, I just saw something that like, I think some like soap opera actor got like shot to death during a robbery or something recently.
Oh shit.
Yeah, some fucking wild shit like that. Yeah, but next week.
I'd love to see how he acted when he fucking got shot.
Oh my God, dude. Jesus. Satan Place, a soap opera from hell from 1988. I'm pumped, man. It looks cool. The artwork looks really cool. Looks like that, what the hell is that Salt City release? That, it has like a similar,
I know what you're talking. Yeah, it's like painted almost. Like it looks.
Yeah, it looks like a comic book sort of. But yeah. I'm pumped for this one. I hope it's good. We'll see. We shall see.
We will see for sure.
Yep, dude from General Hospital. Yeah, thank you, Stephen.
Probably on his way to a fucking General Hospital right now after getting fucking shot.
He's on his way to the fucking morgue, bro. Well, I guess.
Oh, he fucking died.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he's dead, bro. He's dead.
I'm sure he went to the General Hospital first, though, right?
Yeah, usually they bring you there. Yeah, you gotta go to the morgue. But I think that just about does it. Grizz, is there anything else that you would like to talk about before we?
I think that's about it for me. For
are you doing the fucking Homer Simpson into the bush after saying that? After finding out that the guy's dead?
I stand by my words. Motherfucker had to go to General Hospital. I swear to God.
You can't be watching movies like fucking Cryptic Plasm and fucking Morbid Tales and then backing down on that shit after.
I own it.
Dude, I gotta say, man,
that's the worst thing I've ever said. You think?
Dude, I gotta say, man, I'm really impressed with your production value. Also, I feel like you have improved immensely in like the last year or so. I feel like you have.
Thank you.
I just need to figure out that vocal shit.
Mastering that you did for EK and his projects, and I was like, fuck, dude, I gotta make my shit sound better, dude.
Dude, that's the biggest pain in the ass is like figuring out the balance of like using the limiters and all that shit. And especially now with how like people present like, digital shit. It's all blown out and everything. And you try to make it as loud as possible. Luckily for like the type of music that we play, like you can blow it out and it don't really matter.
A little bit.
Yeah, it don't matter. But, it is a pain in the ass, but eventually when you learn it, it makes everything sound way better. Like you get a real good.
Well, I just gotta find way more fucking hip hop fucking interludes now to fucking put in my next track.
You're gonna have to pull out the 808. Dude, you're gonna have to put the 808 in there. Maybe I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna bring it, dude. I was waiting for it.
All right, I'm gonna go double hard for this next one. All right, I'm gonna go double.
I love it.
All right, so I got a, you know what? No, give me 2 weeks. Give me 2 weeks.
Are you sure you don't want 2 weeks for that?
Yeah, give me 2 weeks. Let's do 2 weeks. We'll do 2 weeks because I want to make it good. I don't want to rush it. But Grizz, is there anything else that you would like to add?
I can tell you right now, though, you can find me on the internet at Instagram. And my name over there, it's going to be Kate_enabler. That's where you can find me.
You can find me at Bad Taste Video, and you can find everything we do at www.badtastevideo.com. Ooh, bass drops. Alan Cantation, you got it, man. You got it. We have now all I can think about is them 808s, like the Black Eyed Peas. We have a Patreon that you can subscribe to, that you could donate so we can pay our bills, the hosting fees for all the shit for the website. Still, thank you again, Alan Cantation, for helping us with the website. I still want to do a live thing and watch like a shitty old movie. I think that would be pretty fun to do.
That would be cool.
Still,
yeah. I'm into that.
Yeah, we'll figure that one out. But other than that, I think that's about it. Right? Anything else? Can you think of anything else? No.
10 o'clock. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. I'm starving, man. I got to eat more soft grandmother food. Like
you're gonna say soft pretzels, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds super good,
dude. I wish I had a nice buttery soft pretzel. That would be sick right now,
dude.
Oh, fuck, man. I'd be feeling that in the morning, though, unfortunately. But thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for joining us this week. We hope you had fun listening to our abominations of music fucking presentation.
Yeah,
but
ridiculous.
Join us next week for Satan Place, a soap. I keep thinking it's Satan's Palace, like you said before we went on the air.
It's hard not to. I know.
Yeah, Satan Place, a soap opera from hell. We will be doing that 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next week on our YouTube page, youtube.com/@badtastevideopodcast. We will see you next time.